The same person who hates you is also the one who occasionally comforts you. So those brief moments of kindness, apology, or softness create a powerful emotional bond. Welcome to Behind the Judgment with Masibanda, the space where we slow down, look past assumptions, and speak about things people often judge but rarely understand. We speak the truths that are often silenced, we look beyond appearances, and we hold space for conversations many are afraid to have. In our last episode, we talked about what it's like to live with a narcissistic partner. We spoke about the gaslighting, control disguised as care, and the emotional, mental, and physical toll that kind of marriage takes. But one question that is often asked, usually without an answer, is, if it is that bad, why is it so hard to live? And today, we are going behind the judgment of that question. So for someone who is outside this particular kind of marriage, living can look like a simple decision, but from the inside, it feels almost impossible. And that's not because you are weak, but it's because you are bonded, conditioned, and you are surviving. The first thing that makes it difficult for you to live is trauma bonding. So you will realize that in narcissistic marriages, love and pain are deeply intertwined. The same person who hates you is also the one who occasionally comforts you. So those brief moments of kindness, apology, or softness create a powerful emotional bond. Your nervous system learns to associate relief with the very person causing the harm. That's what we call trauma bonding, and it keeps you attached even when your mind knows something is wrong. And the second thing that makes it hard to live is the hope cycle. Many people stay because of hope. The hope that the person you first met will come back. Hope that if you explain yourself better, love harder, pray more, or stay quieter, things will change. However, narcissistic partners often reinforce this by showing just enough improvement to keep you invested. Not enough for you to heal, but enough to keep you waiting. And then the third thing is fear that goes deeper than living. There's fear of being alone, fear of starting over, fear of not being believed, fear of retaliation, emotional punishment, or financial instability. And for some, fear of confirming what they've been trying not to admit, that the marriage they fought for may never become what they were promised. Number 4, it's very difficult for you to live such a marriage because of emotional and financial dependency. Over time, narcissistic partners often isolate you from friends, family, and even your own confidence. Decisions slowly stop feeling like yours. You may rely on them emotionally, financially, or both. So leaving doesn't just mean ending a relationship. It can feel like losing your entire foundation at once. And number 5, the fifth thing that makes it difficult is the hope that maybe it will go back to how it was. This belief is one of the strongest chains. You remember the beginning, the love, the laughter, the version of them that felt safe. And you keep thinking, if I can just get back there, it will be worth it. But the truth is, that version was part of the hook, not the future. So if you are such one person who feels it's very difficult for you to live, I want you to relieve self-blame. Staying does not mean you agreed to the abuse. Staying does not mean you didn't see the red flags. Staying means you were navigating something complex, confusing, and emotionally consuming, often while doubting your own reality. This is why judging is dangerous, because when we ask, why didn't you just leave, without understanding the layers beneath it, we silence people who are already struggling to trust themselves. If you are living in a marriage that feels confusing, draining, or painful in ways you struggle to explain, I want you to hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. The fact that you are still there does not mean you are weak, foolish, or complicit. It means you have been doing what human beings do when they love, hope, and try to survive emotional uncertainty. You are not imagining what you feel. The exhaustion, the self-doubt, the constant questioning of your own reactions, those are not personal failures. They are natural responses to being in an environment where love and harm exist side by side. You do not need to have all the answers right now. You do not need to live today, confront anyone, or explain yourself to people who cannot understand. Awareness alone is a powerful step. The fact that something inside you is saying, this doesn't feel right, is not betrayal, it's wisdom. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to protect your peace in small ways. And you are allowed to choose yourself even if that choice happens slowly. No matter where you are in this journey, staying, questioning, or preparing for change, your experience is valid and your life still belongs to you. You are not broken. You are responding to something difficult, and that means healing is possible. You are not alone. Living a narcissistic marriage isn't a moment, it's a process. And sometimes the first step isn't walking out the door. Sometimes it's understanding why your feet feel glued to the floor. In the next episode, we will talk about ways to cope if you choose or if you are forced to stay. This is Behind the Judgment with Maswanda, where your story is allowed to make sense. Until then, it's a bye for now. Thank you.